Bore da. Sut wyt ti ti'n iawn? No, it's not a Sunday morning. It's a Saturday morning. And I'm off out and about on a walk. And I'm heading up to the Crest Mawr. The Great Crest. Which is just between them two houses there, that forest. I don't think that forest has got a name. It's the other side of there. But I will have my usual natter along the way. Facts, information, anecdotes, and the usual rubbish that I natter. Just in case. It's Castell Denbigh Castle, which I'll show you that a bit later. I'll get some nice views too from the Crest, and I'll talk a bit about Welsh language meaning and stuff like that. So anyway, the usual natter, and it's a hot one. Yeah, so this is Saturday morning, not Sunday. So keep going. Nice bit of shade. So this is the railroad, one of the main routes in off the A55. Drop down through St Asaph, Trevenant, and this is the way you'll be heading into Denbigh. Straight to the bottom of town if you want to go uptown, or if you want to head that way, you head towards Ruthin. Okay, this is Townsend. This is where Railroad and Ruthin Road meet Vale Street, the bottom of Vale Street. This is Railroad, that's Ruthin Road, and that's Vale Street, the main road that heads up into the top of town, which is High Street. Now there was a bridge going across here, across there, and it was the old railway bridge, and this is the only bit that's left of it now. This abutment here, that bit there, and there is a clue of which will tell you that there was a railway bridge here and a railway station, and I'll show you a big clue. There's the pub across the way there, and if I zoom in, you can see there the railway. Thank you, big bus going past, but yeah, that's the railway. So that's a clue that there was a railway bridge, and I actually remember the bridge, and I remember them dismantling it. So this is all that's left of it today. It's just this single abutment. There was 7 bridges. There was 4 leading in from the rail direction and 3 the other side, or something like that. Anyway, I have covered it a few times on my videos, but that's all that's left of it today. The station, I'll show you a bit later, was back there, the actual railway station. But yeah, I remember the bridge coming across here. And I remember them dismantling it, but when I was a kid, the trains weren't running, but the bridges were there, and the lines were there, but the actual trains, they weren't running when I was a kid. So I'll be turning off here in a minute. So yeah, I'll be turning off here now onto Station Road. Another big clue that there was a railway station here. And in the old days, on the corner there was a little hut. Used to sell fish and chips, and if I show you, you have to bear with me because I can't see much. There's the archway there, Garfield Terrace, and next door to it, hope you can see the archway, hope I've got it in shot, and next door to there was a little grocery shop, little convenience store, and it was called Shop Ding Dong. Shop as in S-I-O-P, the Welsh for shop, and it was called Shop Ding Dong because when you went in, when you entered and left the shop, there was a little bell, and it used to knock the bell, the door used to knock the bell, and it used to go ding dong when you entered and ding dong when you left, and that's where it got to be known as Shop Ding Dong. And the station was there, roughly there, Denbigh railway station, and here it's not there anymore. It's the old wool factory. But this is Station Road. This is Station Yard. That's where I used to work. My very first job from school, way in the distance there, which is Home Bargains now. It was the old Quick Save complex. My very first job, 1978. Straight from school. BMS Motor Spares, Bradford Motorist Supermarket. was a car parts and spares and stuff like that. So this is Station Road, that's Station Yard. I'm now heading up Grove Road, as you can see there. I'll show you my last school that I went to, but that's where the wool factory was. We're heading up Grove Road. And just up there, that road there, that's Middle Lane, which I'll show you a bit later. Middle Lane School, that was the last school I went to. It's between Vale Street and Grove Road and Beacons Hill. That road there, it's called Middle Lane. And it was the 4 schools. I was Gwynonnog, that's my very first school. And then the National, or Junior Control School in Lentonpool. And then the high school, Ruthin Road. And then Middle Lane, which I'll show you in a few moments. Middle Lane School, it's the last school I went to. So I'm still on Grove Road. I'll be turning off after the old courts, or the old Rongor. When we were kids, there was the Rongor School and there was a Junior Control, or the National we used to call it. But I didn't go to the Rongor, I went to the National. So I'll show you that in a minute. A bit quieter now. So yeah, there's part of the Crest, but the main Crest Mawr is at the back of there. Them trees at the back there. Which I'll be gaining a bit of height, and I'll show you some of the views. So this is the old Rongor. The old Rongor School, like I said, it was just the 2, the National, or Junior Control, and there's the Rongor. I don't know if there's a date on, there'd be some history about this building, and it was the courts, but I don't know what's happening with it now. Then the museum, it's still got their Denbigh Museum, but I don't think it's anything now. I think it's just stood empty. I may be wrong, but oh yeah, it's 1877. I thought there'd be a date on it somewhere. 1877. I'm not sure about the National. National's higher up on the. So anyway, yeah, on the Lentonpool, but as you can see here now, Owler. I've got it in shot. Owler Dyffryn. That's all flats and housing and stuff now. Well, it was Tai Clwyd. Group Cynefin it is now. Oh, so it's got Denbigh Museum, but I don't know what's happening with this place now. Denbigh Museum, but that was my last school. That was Middle Lane. So Middle Lane School was. All that wasn't there, obviously, but I have done a couple of walkabouts when the actual old empty buildings were there after it had closed. It's stood empty for years. Anyway, I'm turning off now, and I'll be going up there, and then I'll be joining the path, heading up that way, gaining a bit of height. Maybe a bit quieter as well. So on my right, as you can see there, Heatherley, which is Welsh for police. That's the police station. That's been there quite a few years now. The original police station was in Vale Street, but it moved there years ago now. Purpose built. Oh, there's the meadows there. You can see these signs. Not cutting the grass anywhere now. They're just doing like the borders and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll be turning off, going up, gaining a bit of height up through the fields, and that'll be a bit quieter as well, away from the traffic, just through there. Right, turning off here now, away from all the traffic and the hustle and bustle. And I'll be gaining a bit of height as well. It's warm today. It's going to be warm weekend. It's going to be warm for the next few days actually. Oh, it's better. Nice and quiet. Peace and quiet. So yeah, I'll be heading straight up there. And Denbigh Quarry is behind them trees there. But anyway, keep going. Right, gaining a bit of height, away from the hustle and bustle, including mountain range in the distance. There's Mawr Vamai. Bet it'll be busy up there today. Lovely day today. And where are we? Denbigh Castle. Castell Denbigh. Denbigh Castle. So yeah, I bet it's busy up Mawr Vamai and Snowdonia, Eryri, as the Daily Post love to call it. Daily Post, the local paper. Eryri, Snowdonia and the Ogwen Valley and all that. But they'll be towing them away. Last Easter, was it 29 cars? I think it's 29 that they towed away. Because they're just ridiculously where they were parking. Absolutely ridiculous. And blocking, they were parking in the middle of the road in the Ogwen Valley. Parking in the middle of the road. I shouldn't laugh, it's not funny because emergency services and stuff, they were saying they couldn't get through and stuff like that. So they go up for a day in the mountains and come back down, your car's not there. It's your own fault. And you get a fine. And you get storage fees and stuff. And anyway, obviously, basically, yeah, gaining a bit of height. It's only a bit of a short walk. This one passes alongside the golf course. I suppose there'll be a few on that today. Denbigh Golf Course is in between Henflin and Denbigh. I presume it's called Denbigh Golf Course. I've never been a golfing person myself, but wow, it's warm. And this is not the Crest. I don't know what the woodland this side of the quarry's called. I don't think it's got a name. It may have, but and it's sort of Crest. When we were kids, it was the Gwyniai. It was the main, which if you're a regular, you'll know if you follow my videos and stuff. I used to live in the Gwyniai, which is there. Well, if I zoom in there, that's the Gwyniai there, or part of it anyway. Just behind or next to the side of the castle. So often we used to come to the Crest, or the Crest, it's pronounced Crest Mawr, which means great crest. Mawr is big or great. Last week I was at Crest Mawr. Coed is wood and Mawr is big, so you'd say, in Welsh you'd say big wood. But in this case, Crest Mawr, you don't say big crest or big crest, you say great crest. So Mawr means big or great. So yeah, like I say, Coed Mawr, big wood. Crest Mawr is great crest. So that's where I'm heading, the Great Crest. Gaining more height, and it'll up that way I'm heading, and then it'll level off a bit, and then I'll show you Crest Mawr itself. Right, come to a bit of a junction. See the footpath signs there. If you head down that way, come to the top of Henflin Street. But I ain't going that way, I'm going up that way. And then you'll see the Crest very shortly. But looking back, gained quite a bit of height. Not a great deal, but it does gain a bit of height. So yeah, and there's a bit of the Crest, well, just through this next field actually. And then you'll see the Crest Mawr, Great Crest. So yeah, looking back at the top of town there. So yeah, and there was going back a couple of years now. They want plans in action to extend the quarry quarry is just behind there, and I wanted to blast through here, get rid of that field and the other field there, but they had fierce opposition from the houses. You're talking just a stone's throw away, and I tell you what, if I lived there I wouldn't want the ground shaking, you know, if they were blasting through and that. But I don't know what's happened. There's been nothing since. It's a bit like I say, they had fierce opposition, they had petitions and all sorts against it. They didn't want it, but it's all gone quiet, so I don't know what's happened really. So anyway, I'll just go over here and then out into the second field, and then you'll see the Crest in all its splendour. Okay, so this is coming into the second field. They're towing the gliders. I don't know if you can see anything in my screen because I can't see nothing. With the light and the shades on. So that's what they do for the gliding club. So that's the Crest Mawr, which is the Great Crest. As I say, it's not big crest, as in Coed Mawr or Coed Mawr. That would be big wood, but Crest Mawr means Great Crest, and that's it there. I have done, when we were kids, 1 or 2 wild camps in this place. The actual path skirts around it, but there is paths, actually a network of paths actually in the Crest itself, but the proper path just skirts around the outskirts of it. So when I go through there, cut through there, and then I'll have some nice views of the Clwyd mountain range, the Vale of Clwyd, and Rhyl, and towards the coast, especially on a day like today. You'll see the Sky Tower, that's the main feature, which I'll zoom in on, and you'll see Rhyl, which is 12 miles away from Denbigh. Anyway, obviously, basically, that's the Crest, and it's quite a big wood. It goes back, and behind that is the Denbigh Golf Club, which I'll show you a bit later. I'll be walking along the edge of the golf club. Hopefully I won't get hit by a golf ball. So yeah, wow, it's hot. So yeah, that's the Crest. I'll be just cutting through there. Short walk, a couple of 100 yards, something like that. Then I'll show you the Vale of Clwyd and the Clwyd mountain range and Rhyl and the coast. So this is just skimming on the edge, and first dog walker I've passed on the walk. Nice and quiet. So yeah, that's the actual Crest itself, but you can see it just sort of skims along the edge of it. As you can see there, danger quarry workings. The quarry is just behind there. Just through them trees there. Go through them trees, keep walking, and you'll go off the edge of a cliff into the quarry. But I ain't going that way. As I say, there's a path going that way, but when we were kids we used to be all over this place. But it was mainly the Gwyniau. Mainly, we used to, every so often we used to get into the Crest and that, but not that often. Mainly the Gwyniau. I think the kids call it Denbigh Woods now, but if you go in the Gwyniau today, there's no one there. You get the odd dog walker passing through, but when we were kids we used to live in that place. Used to got Cat's Eyes, a Goblin Tower, which is haunted. Almost forgot to mention it. And also, we used to make dens and swings, rope swings and stuff. But it's quiet now. Kids don't do that, do they? They've got phones now. Can't get them off their phones. We never had nothing like that. So, alright, I'll be just passing through a gate there, and then they'll be opening up to the Vale of Clwyd and all that, and I'll show you Rhyl. And the Sky Tower, but the Sky Tower that hasn't been in use for years now. It needs thousands and thousands spending on it apparently, but but it's still standing. I hope it's still standing anyway. It was the last time I was in Rhyl. But anyway, just hop over this stile and just round the corner there, and I get some pretty decent views. So there's a bit of the Vale of Clwyd, but you'll see more of it as I go further through there. And what I'll do, I go carry on through the path, skirts along the golf course, and it joins a little track, which we call this smelly lane, because it used to stink. It's known as Smelly Lane. And then drop down and then rejoin the path, and I think it comes out somewhere there or somewhere up here. It rejoins this path, and then you just retrace the steps back. So I won't be doing that. I'll stop the video, I'll end the video at the end of Smelly Lane before I'm about to join. It's like a bit of a small loop, and then it rejoins this path. But what I got with me is my new camera, Sony Cybershot 810, and it's got a panorama. You can take out normal photos and panoramic. So I'm going to take some panorama, but I'll do that on the way back. Just test that out. And what better way to do it than the Vale of Clwyd, which I may as well keep nattering, because I'll be showing you the view in a minute. Wow, it's a nice breeze. Very welcome breeze, but wow, it's warm. Thought you'd be able to see the Sky Tower, but I can't see it from here now, unless there's a... I'm thinking, can you see it from here? Unless it's gone. You can see Rhyl, but I can't make out the Sky Tower. Anyway, that's the Vale of Clwyd there. A bit further along, as I can't see the Sky Tower. It's probably there somewhere, but I can't see it. Anyway, I'll zoom in, and there's Rhyl. If I just pan across, that's Rhyl on the coaster. But I don't know, I can't see the Sky Tower. But anyway, that's the Vale of Clwyd and the Clwyd mountain range. That's Boiler Park, the TV mast. Hopefully you can see that somewhere in the centre of the shot. Can't see much in the viewfinder, but I don't know, I can't see the Sky Tower. The Sky Tower should be somewhere there in the middle there, but I can't see it unless they took it down. No, in my luck, they've dismantled it. Last time I was in Rhyl, it was there. Usually the first thing you can see when you look towards Rhyl. But that's Rhyl anyway. So the Sky Tower is probably there somewhere, it's not showing up. Anyway, looking back to the Clwyd mountain range, and I'll be turning off this path shortly, and I'll be skirting along the edge of the Denbigh golf course. Beautiful view, isn't it? So I don't know why I can't see the Sky Tower. You can see St Asaph Cathedral. If I zoom in, hopefully it's in the centre of the shot. That's St Asaph, that's the cathedral. Because St Asaph, being that it's got a cathedral, it's a city. And it's one of the smallest cities in Wales anyway. It's not that big. But being that it's got a cathedral, it's actually a city, and I think it's in some of the records or something like that. And it may be the smallest city in Wales, I don't know, but it's in the top 3 or something like that. But yeah, anyway, I'll just be going around the corner there, and I'll cut through, and I'll be joining the edge of the golf course. See if there's any golfers out. It's bound to be a few golfers playing today. Someone's had a bit of a campfire going there. Not the best of locations. The trees above there. But I don't know. Keep going. This is still the crest, by the way. I'll be turning off in a minute. Beautiful view. Yeah, I'll be turning off soon, and then I'll be joining the edge of the golf course, and it comes round and you've got Smelly Lane. You're just about to see a bit of it there, hopefully in the shot there. It's a bit of Smelly Lane, and I drop down that way, and then I rejoin the pathway, and it comes back up this way and rejoins this path here. And then I'll take some photos, I think, on the way back, and get some panoramic shots. You know, shots that you just take for granted, because I've seen that so many years and years. You know, if you got someone with you that was not from Denbigh, or you know, from away, and they looked out there, you had them with you now, and they'd go, "Wow, look at that!" And I'd be going, "What? What have you seen?" You just take it for granted, don't you? So, right, just through the gate there, and then I'll be turning off. There's a little path which, as I say, it skirts the golf course, so see if there's any golfers out. I'll try not to get hit by a golf ball. But yeah, looking back, look at that. Fantastic view, and including mountain range, and yeah. On a day like today too. Warming up. Right, I'm turning off now. That way, you can go that way and straight to Smelly Lane, but I'll turn off this way and then skirt along the edge of the golf course. Get over this big concrete stile. I do all my own stunts. Whoa. There's a big concrete stile. Size of that thing. But yeah, look. Beware of golf balls. See one of the flags there. Somewhere. Where is it? There. So there's bound to be a few golfers out. Beware of low-flying golf balls. Nice and cool here too. This is where I join the edge of the golf course. There's a few golfers out there. One or two golf bags, but can't see any golfers with them, but yeah. They reckon it's one of the most addictive sports, isn't it, golfing, but I've never whack. Yeah, I've never, oh, it's a couple more of this coming this way now. Yeah, I've never played it myself, but what a beautiful day for playing a round of golf, eh? So this is Denbigh Golf Course. Just heard a ball being whacked then, you gotta watch for low flying golf balls. Wow, it's warming up now. This is where I leave the golf course. So just through there, and then I join Smelly Lane. Ooh, nettles. Whoa. Get through here. So that's Smelly Lane. I just drop down there and then I rejoin another path. So yeah, that was Denbigh Golf Course. That's Smelly Lane. Don't think it smells today, but it always used to. Hence its name, Smelly Lane. And sheep there, and you can't blame them. All sheltering out of the sun. It's boiling. Even though it gained a bit of height. It's a bit of a breeze, but wow, it's really hot. Really hot. So, I think I'm on plan B. Instead of walking down Smelly Lane, which is here, it's over this gate. That's Smelly Lane. Instead of heading down that way and rejoining a path and heading back up that way, what I'll do is just cut through here, and then there's a stile there, or a gate or whatever, and then just retrace my steps back then, back the through the side of the Crest Mawr. So that's it. So I'll end the video here because I'm just gonna retrace my steps and take a few panoramic shots and stuff. So that's it. Nice Saturday morning out. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my little walk, and I'll see you again.